No, we can try to bestow, but we're not able to. If there's no true intervention, if we don't cause or agree, or at least answer the call of the intervention of the quality of bestowal, which has to do with the higher, we're not able to correctly use the purpose of our will to receive. So the Creator does not want us not to receive. He wishes us to prepare ourselves to receive Him. Meaning, and for that, Malchut suggested that we needed the differentiation of how to use the will to receive to oneself. So if I wish to actually use it with the intention, with the screen, with the intention to allow the higher to land or to come to visit, in terms of what can I prepare? Yeah. So what I can prepare is thinking. So it starts with thinking not only, wow, he's going to visit me, what kind of an honor. So I'll be a very important person afterwards. It start to think of actually what it will need. It means the condition that will allow the stay. And the condition that will allow the stay needs the study and needs actually the power of the higher to teach me and to allow me to use myself correctly. Okay? So this is the tension, if you want, the conversation or the discourse between the angels and the spirits is there. Because if we get to a bestowal, in terms of the angels allow us to bestowal in terms of reformation alone, which means light of chasadim, we cannot move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no there's no evolution in that. What causes evolution is the growth of the will to receive. And then it's a matter that you can draw into the work. Yeah.
There seems to be something very beautiful in here, which is like kind of a step by step process. Where I mean, before I'll be very honest, I'm just like stuck in. I'm trying, and I'm getting nowhere kind of feeling.
Yeah.
And this is opening up something was like kind of, well, okay, I'm a lay person. I know, and I'm trying, and maybe I'm making 2 steps forward and 1.5 back, maybe even 3 back, whatever. But at least I'm trying, and there is something that is. It seems a lot more open and accepting to be a lay person and not to be.
A layperson in Hebrew, it's called hediot, and actually it's a mixture of influence between the Aramaic and the Greek, okay, which suggests that it's a stage, a layer of. Usually we use it to describe the lowest layer. Yeah, so now.
Far away from a professional.
Diota. It's called diota. Yeah, diotos in Greek. So it suggests that there is some sort of stages, and it suggests that a layperson is in Hebrew idiot is a person that is only allowed to actually progress through on the way of stage by stage. Okay. So how actually it can happen? Usually you're saying, I'm trying. It's okay, I fail. So sometimes I succeed, but I'm trying is you're trying still. When you say I'm trying, you're still dancing a solo with yourself. When we say I'm trying.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm trying. If I try hard enough, I will succeed. Never in spirituality.
Mm-hmm.
You can try, but if there is no sort of partnership with a different force which you allow to be your head, meaning the leading force, okay, you will not succeed, even if you try very hard.
Because
there is a myth within the. It's not a myth. It's sort of an agreement. Yeah, that if you try hard and you really want it, it will happen. Definitely because it's a Pharaoh statement.
yes.
Self-made, yeah. So what I'm trying to say that saying I tried is actually sort of denying the condition of being interested in what it needs. It's still concentrate in what we want or what we need.
What would be the better? So I understand it, yet I'm having difficulties of formulating the alternative, and obviously going to the state of the alternative.
State of the alternative starts with surrender. Surrender to the fact that we need to work according to the condition of the higher, not the condition of ourselves. So we need to see the difference all the time. We need to see how we're trying to covet the language of sort of surrender into placing a face which we call to bestow in order to receive. We all go through this phase. It's a difficult phase to actually identify because it's camouflaging itself very, very well. Okay, but yet, yeah, it's part of our growth. So to seeing it, being able to see it. But what I'm saying that is understanding that we cannot succeed on our condition, surrendering to its condition, asking, needing its instructions, being open to the instructions, which means Torah, and to its conditions, which means it needs a particular language, a particular surrounding ecology, and a particular leadership. Yeah? So all that, it's beginning to create an agreement of cooperating with the higher, and then to be truly able to surrender to its nature. So I tried to connect to you, but on your terms. Yeah, you cannot connect by dialing your number to someone else. And we dial our number all the time. And we don't understand why we don't get connected. Okay? So it means that I need to know the combination. This is how Beha'alotcha actually is concluding itself. It's concluding itself with the number of the higher. Okay? Which is called the holy name of 11 letters. So you have to dial 11 digits. Yeah. So it's as well the force of the relationship between number and letters, and an expression of power invested. So yes, I tried, but what is being tested is towards what I tried, the intention of the trial or the intention of the effort or the attempt. Okay, this is what is being tested. Okay, so actually, when we understand that, we cannot be disappointed from the result of what we got so far. Meaning no result.
No. Yeah, very fair.
No.
Very fair.
No, but there is, on the other side, if there was, even a split of a second of a true intention, it counts within that. So okay. This is Beha'alotcha. This is really within this test tube, within this laboratory of the desert. Okay.
I guess the question from Thursday seems to be now more connected to than I thought before. The Rabbah was talking about the two nuns. In terms of one was, and this is where I lost it a little bit. One was the nun that came from above, and the other one was the one from below that needed the reformation.
Well, it's because you don't have the Bible in Hebrew. It's actually an appearance.
Hebrew and English.
Okay, so I don't know if it doesn't appear in all Bibles or in all Torah. There is a certain, I can tell you which one, so you will see it. Maybe you will find it in Hebrew. So you see what I mean about the nun, okay?
Is it the one that's turned around in the wrong?
No, so look at Bamidbar Beha'alotcha. I'll tell you, okay. You are going into its portion, the portion is Yud, meaning 10. And and the verse is 35, verse 35. So it's 10.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, you get it? So you see the
when
nun
the ark
there?
was
In Hebrew, you see the nun? Oh, it's not drawn in each nun, but can someone
This one
copy?
doesn't. This one doesn't have it. So
Yeah,
I've seen it in the internet where the nun is actually the wrong side.
So it turns. It's not
wrong way.
the way it's written usually, which is, let's say, because we read from right to left, so it has a right opening to the left. Now it's sort of turned its back. Okay, it turns its back, and it turns its back as well to the continuation of after those two verses. It turns it back, so there are two nuns. So one is actually it creates, if you like, the structure of a screen. The screen is open for above, and it's closing. The back of it is closing, and it's saying, "I will not receive." And what we actually see after that is we see all the trials or all the complaints. So it turns its back. It's like I'm saying, I'm not going to receive with this condition of reception. It needs reforming. Okay?
It's just what we discussed before.
Yeah, exactly. But I turn my face, which is kashrut of the intention, to the higher. What happens in the beginning, or what is called galgalta ve'enayim, of what I call of this portion of Beha'alotcha, is being able to lit the menorah, is actually putting us as the firstborn, sort of assigning, בסדר, assigning Leviim to actually represent all the firstborn of Israel. It's the way we sort of arrange ourselves in order to be able to express the higher, and the trumpets, the silver trumpets, okay, which suggests that it's the sound of service, okay, calling for service. So all this, the nun is actually, you can say, is acting as kashrut, meaning building the new vessel of return light. And kashrut and ovyut, which is the thickness, is a desire, but the desire is with the need, not the need to fulfill oneself, but the need to be able to be partners with the higher. So sometimes the commentaries suggest that it's actually what we see in that is a state of Malchut as divinity, as Shekhinah, her intentions, yeah, her intentions towards the higher, in order, and that screen of those uh, two verses that separates בעלותך as גלגלת בעיניים and החפ. Higher till the chest and the lower part. So this is what the nuns are doing.
Where did they know from what kind of preparation was used for? So where did they know from that it's the sound, that it's shofar, that it's, the pieces that are the lighting?
They were getting a direct instruction through Moshe or through Aaron. So basically there were instructions that when there is this huge test of humanity within the desert, that actually this is the Torah that is being revealed to them, so they will be able to prepare themselves. This is what I'm saying? Is like the king is saying, "I wish to visit, but you need to prepare." So how we prepare ourselves? What would you put as a bed? Would you put as a lamp? To light the place? Yeah. On which chair it will sit? So all this is a preparation. Okay.
Is there something where it doesn't even matter so much that it's exactly right, but kind of the intention of putting myself not in my shoes, but in terms of, I cannot even say the highest shoes in terms of what might be useful?
I don't know. I think it's it does. It's not a reality yet to you, but I think the intention is still you're saying something I don't like what you're saying within intention, as though it's not the highest effort.
Oh.
But the intention is looking around and seeing the best that I can give it. Then I will realize that I'm still a prisoner of my terms, because I compare it to the bed and the chair that the king's people bringing. But then this is what the king is saying: don't compare. What I need is actually your best. Okay, I don't need your comparison. I need your best. Okay, and your best. This is why I'm saying we cannot say it doesn't matter what I do. It's the intention. The intention is the doing.
No, yeah.
It's the making.
Otherwise,
Is what I'm
I'd be
saying.
fooling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but because there is sometimes people when in our culture, people will say it doesn't matter what you bring. What matters is your intention. No. It's the effort that you make with your intention, not the intention as I wish you good, but I didn't do any effort for that. This is why this separation is dangerous. Okay? I have a very good intention. I thought about you all day, but I didn't move a finger to actually facilitate your coming. Okay. This is why there is a preparation. So within that, what I'm trying to say, it's what God or the Creator left for us to make is that intention is not for us, it's not only thought, it's a real effort of making it. Okay.